Maybe we should call the meeting to order.
Recording in progress.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any additions to the agenda? I have no remarks. Open public comment for items not on agenda. I see anyone here? This is going to be a Zoom. I believe so. Treasurer's report. Cindy,
Yes,
you're up for your report.
okay, I already provided you with a copy of my report to each of you on Sunday. Do you have any questions with regard to my report?
I don't.
No, all
Yeah,
set.
Jim?
the remaining balance on that shows 206,628.52. There's some outstanding stuff that you haven't got yet, isn't there?
That is correct. Oh, we haven't received all of our bills yet.
That's what I
We're
thought.
still waiting to receive some more. We have until August 31st to receive all our bills before we finally close out the fiscal year.
Oh, so I think you're talking about two different things. Jim, you were talking about the ARPA
Yes.
fund,
Oh,
right?
the ARPA, I'm sorry.
And Cindy's talking about our budget, our
General
I'm
budget.
fiscal
sorry.
year. Yeah.
Okay,
The ARPA money is up to date as far as what bills have come in.
understand.
Not what bills you, anything you've necessarily improved, but what bills have come in.
Right. Right.
Any other questions? You're all set, Jim?
Yep.
Okay. Town administrator report?
Very brief. The town clerk's office received a call today from Casella this morning to inform us that as of this Thursday, recycling will now be picked up curbside on Thursdays. So an FYI, I do believe that Tim put that out to the unofficial social media page in the town website.
And trash.
And the trash will still continue to be provided. The VLCT will be holding town fair on October 1st and 2nd. Business meetings will be held first via Zoom on the 1st. And all the workshop sessions will be on the 2nd. And they'll be held in person at the Killington Conference Center Wednesday the 2nd. And if anyone's interested, please let me know. And I printed everybody off a list of all the workshops that are being offered. Working on obtaining quotes for a replacement wheelchair lift. I have 2 proposals, and I'm also working on a RFP for phone and internet services as we need to establish a new 3-year contract. These items will be on the agenda at the next meeting. And that's all I have.
Questions for? Okay, approval of minutes.
What do we get?
Are you all set with me? If you have any other questions, I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, you
too.
too. Can we do? I guess we can do these together then, because it looks like everybody was that cool.
I was at neither.
No, you weren't. You weren't. Oh, yep, okay. I was looking for a separate couple. Well, we could still do them together and
Yeah.
just stay out of it.
Yeah.
I move that we approve these minutes of the regular select board meeting on Tuesday, July 16th as written, and the minutes of the emergency meeting on Tuesday, July 23rd as written.
Second.
All in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
I
Aye.
And I'll abstain.
Aye.
Warrants.
Here you go. I move that we approve payment of the following warrants. 3T accounts payable, $62,210.62. 29S payroll, $13,894.17. 30S payroll, $15,503.92. And 31S payroll, $15,123.98.
Second.
All in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Aye.
And aye. New business, town clerk request to attend election training and annual conference.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening. The Vermont Municipal Clerk Treasurers Association, as is their usual, will be holding a two-day conference at the Capitol Plaza in Montpelier on the 11th and 12th. But this year as well, on the 10th, they've also scheduled a full-day election seminar with the seriousness of the presidential election coming up. I would like the board's permission to go and to stay and to learn and bring things back.
Do we need a motion for that?
We can do it.
I don't know if we do or not.
Can't hurt.
I can't remember because the policy is usually to a certain rate and then we have to approve it. We might as well
Okay,
go for it.
entertain a motion.
I move that we allow the town clerk to attend the Clerks Association annual conference on September 10, 11, and 12 with staying over at it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Two other asides for you, Mr. Chairman. One, I'm going to be a presenter at the Vermont League of Cities and Towns annual conference this year. One of the seminar tracks is on community involvement and increasing involvement in many of the small communities, and I've been invited to be a speaker at that. In addition, I have an opportunity to gain a grant from the Center for Tech and Civic Life to help out with our election funding. We received a similar grant of $5,000 back in 2020. That was very helpful, and in fact, some of the money from that ended up helping fund the resurrection of the town website. And my plan for this year would be, if the grant is approved, to provide a stipend to our election officials, because given the seriousness, some may not want to attend and work the election. And secondly, this would provide money for additional hardware that would be needed to help run elections in the future. So if there is a need for board approval for a signatory, I'll come back with it, but if not, given your blessing, I'm just gonna roll with it.
Absolutely.
That sounds good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you all and have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Goodenough solid waste removal contract.
Okay, so I have the contract. Usually Sandra will sign it. It says Vernon representative. You could motion for me to sign it where she's not here, whatever you're comfortable with. If you'd like it to wait, we could do that as well.
Yeah, I think we.
I was gonna say, I move that we approve Goodenough rubbish removal contract for the municipal rubbish and allow the town administrator to be our Vernon representative and sign it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Jeff? Jim?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'm aye. Grants and aid agreement.
So the grants and aid agreement is a cyclical grant that is for the highway department to help with funding of some of the road projects. But it is, I do believe it is one signature. I don't know if I can figure out which page it was on, but it will need a signature.
So this is a grant application, you're saying?
It's an agreement.
Okay.
The application, I do believe, is filled out by the road commissioner, and it's pretty straightforward and does it every year. But then paperwork comes back and it needs to be signed.
Okay.
Oh, actually, my name is under grantee, so then I would need a motion for authorization to sign it.
I move that we allow the town administrator to sign the, what is this called again?
Grants and aid.
Grants and aid, agreement with the state for our
Second.
grant.
Second.
All in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Jim?
I,
Jean?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Okay, old business, ARPA request, town hall, 2 additional security cameras.
Okay, so Jim had made the suggestion that we should install some security cameras as we recently installed the system. It was 2 years ago. However, we do not have any coverage for the North School or for the new generator and LP gas tanks. We have a camera on that side of the building, but it only covers the gazebo and the monument. And so I obtained 2 quotes to see if you were interested in pursuing that.
Is there any discussion?
Seems good like me.
Yeah, for sure.
Who are the quotes, so we have?
Actually, it's 1 quote, I'm sorry.
Okay.
For the 2 cameras, it is through HSS who
And
installed
they
it,
installed,
and we have the
So that
capacity
makes
to add more
sense.
cameras
On the system.
on the system.
so I guess I'll entertain a motion for that.
I'm,
You're doing good.
okay, she's on a roll.
Yeah.
I move that we install 2 more security cameras on the town office building with HSS security service.
Second.
All in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Jim?
I,
Friendly amendment here to be paid with ARPA funds.
Second that.
All in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Jim?
I,
Jean?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Town hall update conference room.
Okay. So this is, I think, the 3rd time I'm submitting information. I would like to refresh this room by at least painting the walls. And also correcting the window coverings. And I have quotes in here for chairs, to update the chairs that we have as well. So I figured I would give you all the information and see if you're interested in pursuing any of this, whether it just be painting, the window covers, or updating the seating as well. I also put the conference tables in there just to give you an idea, and a couple of pictures of local conference rooms to give you an idea of what I'm referring to. The only thing I did leave out, which I didn't get a price on, was to have the town seal made up, and this is what I could find for the town seal, and to have a small sign made up to go between these 2 flags, and make it really look professional and official. So I left that off because I couldn't find a solid quote on that. They were all over the place. So I don't know.
Is that, so the painting could be done in-house by,
Yes, by our custodian.
Right, so-
I've already discussed it with him. He's fine with
can
that.
you paint right over this paneling? Is that
Mhm.
something?
Yes, the paint that I had chosen has a primer in it, and it's to go over wood.
Is there any discussion?
I agree with everything. Our tables are fine. Do I need to make that motion?
You're on.
I move that we approve sprucing up and updating the select board meeting room paint, window coverings, conference room chairs, podium and seating for a total of $2,241.94 to be paid with ARPA funds.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yep.
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm an aye.
Thank you.
Conservation Commission, Boulders for Lily Pond parking lot. Do you have any info on that, Shelley?
I attended the meeting, was it last week? And they worked really hard. The issue that we had with the two quotes was that it does not clarify how big these boulders are that we're comparing apples to apples. However, Norma did go back and confirm that Renaud Brothers would be whatever size boulders they need. So these are the two that we had submitted. There was a third, however, I don't believe that it was a solid quote. So this is what I have on behalf of the Conservation Commission.
So I don't think there's anybody here that can answer my question, but I drove down there because I'm just like, what, I'm not understanding what they wanna do. I don't understand where the area is. I mean, there's an area that's clearly dirt, and I certainly wouldn't drive my car off of that area, but I'm not sure.
So the idea was to pay the contractor to do the delineation because there's a lot of rare plants that they're also trying to protect along with the pond so that we don't have any more vehicles going into the pond. So they're gonna have the contractor come out and delineate and let them know where that area is, and they're gonna put the boulders pretty much along the parking lot area.
So this is like keep four-wheelers and
Campers?
that kind of thing out. Campers.
Yes, they've had campers, people who decided they wanted to, camp, and so they are trying to discourage that and keep everybody in the areas where they should be to protect the pond and the plants.
Okay,
I don't see the quote, Shelley. Were they in this week's pack or
I'm
last?
sorry, did I not give it to you?
No.
Yeah,
Jeff has one. So that's good.
I just get it.
I thought they were in the packet. I'll give you mine too.
No, Jeff gave them to me. That's,
Oh, okay.
that's enough for me.
I did receive them last minute. I'm trying to remember if I put them in the packet or if I I did put them in the packet, okay, because it was,
Yep, I got one here.
All
It
right.
could be here. It's probably a meeting.
that's all right. Well, it was so last minute, I wasn't sure if I'd have to email them to you.
Is there any discussion or motion?
Good.
I mean, okay, must be to keep them from going in the water.
Yes,
I know they're gonna delineate it, we already
and that's gonna be the first.
gave them the money for that, but, okay.
The only thing I got is, shouldn't we wait to distribute those boulders around until the area's been delimited?
Mhm.
We got somebody coming here to mark off the areas that we have to watch out for.
Correct.
So, I don't mind approving this. I think it's a good idea, but with the caveat that it's done after they delineate the area.
Is it, he can make that motion. He's got it. That's a good idea,
Well, I guess it's
that caveat.
kind of stating the obvious, but I guess we have to.
I mean, we can table it till it's delineated, or we can make a we can
Or you could even,
entertain a motion tonight.
if you want more information, you can ask that they attend the next meeting. It's not gonna hurt anything.
Yeah, because they've got 8 boulders, but it hasn't been delineated, so.
They're just
Is that something
concerned,
we need?
they're just concerned that if they don't act now, that the ARPA funds are gonna be gone before they get this approved. And that's their
Well,
concern,
maybe it will be.
because they really wanna protect the pond and the rare plants.
I think we can hold back a few thousand.
Yeah.
ARPA fund.
Yeah, I agree.
So the pleasure of the board.
I don't know, we can table it.
Yeah.
ask them to come next meeting,
Or-
information, or what their thoughts are without the delineation process done yet.
Do they have that plan, like schedule the delineation, or are they thinking that's out in the future and they don't wanna wait that long to
No,
get them
They
this
have
money?
one person, one contractor who is willing to do the work,
And
to do the delineation.
like, I guess what I'm asking is, do they know when that's gonna occur? Cause I just like, I don't know how they determine how many they needed. Especially cause I don't
can't answer that.
understand the whole area anyways.
So let's ask them to come to the next meeting and clarify.
Map or diagram would be much appreciated, or pictures or something.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially after being down there, cause I was like, I'm lost, I don't understand where,
I haven't been there in years and
I
years.
hadn't
I was-
either.
I was there last fall and I was taking the tour with the state and they were pointing out some of the rare plants. However, until you know every single one and exactly where that is, where the perimeter is that you need to put the boulders, it could be part of the parking lot. It's not gonna be available for vehicles to park. I don't know.
It's not a lot.
Probably be a little hard to push them around after they're already set.
Yeah.
That's the intention and hope that
Yeah.
someone doesn't just go in with the chain and decide they're gonna move them.
All right, I think there's no executive session necessary. Our next meeting is August 20th. And I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Jim?
I
Me? Aye.